It's a fair question to ask. Does Nikon really need a Z8i when the original Nikon Z8 is still such a powerhouse? After all, the Z8 remains one of the most capable hybrid cameras in the market, offering stunning 8K video recording and lightning-fast 20 frames per second RAW bursts. But the reality is, the camera industry doesn't stand still. Canon, Sony, and even Panasonic are pushing the limits of sensor technology, introducing AI-driven autofocus systems, new codecs, and refined 8K performance. Nikon can't afford to simply rely on the goodwill and success of the Z8 forever. The company must evolve, and if recent rumors are to be believed, that evolution may arrive in the form of the Nikon Z8i, a camera that aims to fix the original's flaws while pushing mirrorless technology into a new era. The latest leaks from Nikon's rumor mill suggest that the Z8i won't be a radical redesign, but rather a carefully refined version of what already works. Sources indicate Nikon plans to retain the same familiar, ergonomic body of the Z8 while upgrading key components that photographers and filmmakers have been asking for. One of the most talked about improvements is 8K video at 60 frames per second, doubling the frame rate of the current model. If Nikon successfully manages heat dissipation this time, we could finally see unlimited 8K recording without overheating or the need for external cooling systems, a breakthrough that would be monumental for professional videographers. Adding more fuel to the excitement is Nikon's recent acquisition of RED Digital Cinema, a move that could influence how the Z8i handles codecs and color processing. Many industry watchers believe Nikon will integrate elements of RED's video expertise into the new camera. This could mean internal 12-bit RAW recording, ProRes RAW support, and potentially new advanced compression options that bring RED-level color grading flexibility into a much smaller body. If true, this would make the Nikon Z8i one of the most filmmaker-friendly hybrid cameras ever built. But video isn't the only area of improvement. Rumors suggest Nikon will continue to use its stacked 45.7 megapixel CMOS sensor, but with important refinements. While some speculation points toward a jump to 67 megapixels, most analysts believe Nikon will prioritize performance and efficiency over raw resolution. Expect faster readout speeds, reduced rolling shutter, better low light sensitivity, and improved noise control. Paired with the next generation X-Speed processor, the camera could deliver 30 frames per second RAW bursts while maintaining full autofocus and exposure tracking. This level of speed would rival even the most advanced Sony and Canon systems. Another particularly interesting rumor is the addition of a pre-burst capture mode, a feature already popular in Canon and Sony cameras. This function records a few frames before you fully press the shutter, ensuring you never miss the critical moment, whether it's a bird taking flight, a sports goal, or a fleeting expression during a portrait session. It's a small feature, but for many photographers, it can make a huge difference in the field. Autofocus, of course, remains one of the most competitive areas in modern mirrorless systems. Nikon's 3D tracking has already proven to be one of the most intuitive AF systems available, but rumors indicate that the Z8i could bring an evolved version known as 3D Tracking Plus. This system will reportedly use AI-based subject recognition capable of learning from real-time scenes, adapting its tracking behavior based on what's in front of the lens. Expect smarter eye detection not only for humans, but also for animals, vehicles, and even aircraft. Features that would allow Nikon to compete head-to-head with Sony's industry-leading autofocus performance. On the physical side, Nikon seems ready to refine the ergonomics and handling experience. Reports suggest a deeper, more secure grip, making the camera more comfortable during long sessions, especially with telephoto lenses. The electronic viewfinder could also receive a major boost, possibly adopting the Z9's 5.76 million dot panel for a brighter, more detailed, and more responsive viewing experience. The rear LCD screen might also get an upgrade for better outdoor visibility and improved color accuracy during playback. Additionally, Nikon could enhance the camera's weather sealing to IP52 levels, providing extra protection against dust and moisture. Some insiders even mention the possibility of carbon fiber composite materials being used in the body construction, which would make the Z8i both stronger and slightly lighter. Of course, all these upgrades raise an important question. Why does Nikon need to release a Z8i in the first place when the Z8 is already such a capable hybrid? The answer lies in refinement, not reinvention. While the original Z8 delivered exceptional performance, it wasn't without flaws. One of the biggest complaints came from videographers dealing with overheating during extended 8K shoots. Although firmware updates helped reduce the issue, they didn't eliminate it entirely. Another common criticism was battery life. Respectable, but not great, especially under heavy 8K recording or high-speed burst conditions. Professionals also expressed concern about durability after early production units faced issues with strap lugs and mounts, prompting a recall. Then there's the matter of dual C-FLAGSHIP slots, or rather, the lack thereof. Due to the Z8's compact body, Nikon opted for a mixed card slot configuration, which some professionals felt limited their redundancy and storage flexibility during critical shoots. These aren't deal breakers, but they gave Sony and Canon some breathing room to claim reliability and workflow advantages in the professional segment. Meanwhile, Nikon's rivals haven't slowed down. Sony's A9II brought a global shutter to a full-frame sensor, virtually eliminating rolling distortion and giving sports shooters unmatched responsiveness. Canon's upcoming R5 Mark II is rumored to feature its own global shutter and improved heat efficiency, positioning it as a hybrid monster for both photo and video work. Even Fujifilm and Panasonic are innovating rapidly, Fujifilm with its AI-driven autofocus algorithms and Panasonic with its cinematic RE-style color science. Nikon's challenge is no longer just to keep up, it's to outthink its competition. Interestingly, the Z9i could play an indirect but crucial role in shaping the Z8i. If Nikon follows its usual trickle-down strategy, the Z9i will introduce next-generation technologies, and the Z8i will inherit many of those advances in a smaller body. This could include faster processing, improved cooling, or smarter AF systems. The relationship between the two cameras could mirror what Nikon achieved with the D5 and D850, one a flagship workhorse, the other a more compact powerhouse built for versatility. But there's another side to this conversation. Timing. The Nikon Z8 remains a fantastic deal right now, especially with recent firmware updates and price drops. Nikon even sells refurbished Z8 units directly through official channels, giving photographers access to top-tier performance at a lower price. For many, the Z8 already covers every possible need, from professional photography to cinematic video production. Unless you absolutely require the rumored upgrades like 8K 60p or enhanced cooling, the current Z8 is still a camera that can easily serve you for the next half-decade. Ultimately, the Nikon Z8i isn't about reinventing the wheel, it's about perfecting it. By addressing the small but significant weaknesses of the Z8 and enhancing its already world-class strengths, Nikon has the chance to create one of the most balanced, future-proof cameras on the market. Whenever it arrives, the Z8i will carry massive expectations, not just to compete, but to remind the industry that Nikon can still surprise us. Because in the end, the story of the Nikon Z8i isn't about being radically new. It's about being better, more capable, and more dependable. And in the fast-moving world of modern imaging, that's exactly what matters most.